Hello and welcome to ECRO World Tour. This is stage 4 and we're doing 4 laps of Innsbruckring, which means 4 leg snappers today. I've had a 5-minute warm-up, just got back from the dentist, so that's not ideal. I would have liked to have a 30-minute warm-up for a race like this, especially racing in Cat A, so get my excuses in early like any good Zwifter. And again, riding in this race with Laritz, Adam Dawson and Marco Rufa. We're not riding as a team, but we're all kind of part of the same Discord channel. And hoping for a nothing too spicy on this route. There's another two stages over the weekend that unfortunately I can't make. Got other events, but there are climbing stages, and this is the 4th stage this week. So I was hoping some fatigue would be setting in. And as you can see, we're actually off to a very nice, mild zone 2 start, which unfortunately doesn't last very long, because about 3 minutes through, you can see on the mini-map there's a rider off the front. I'm riding at the back and just kind of gauging whether I need to chase this. And just as we turn right at this roundabout, there's a slight downhill, and then the rest of the route is going to be, the rest of this sort of road is a small false flat over the bridge. I think that's right. Then I've got to chase this, and you can see I had to ramp up there. Still got riders off the front, and I think our zone 2 outing is over. This isn't what you want. 390, 400 watts. You don't want this kind of power. Well, I don't want this kind of power when in less than a few minutes we're going to be tackling our first leg snapper. And skip forward, just coming into the left-hand bend and coming up to that first leg snapper. And yes, you can see on the chart, things did calm down again. People got sensible, realised we've got a 60-minute sprint, and backed off a bit. So over here, over the river, get ready to put down 30 to 40 seconds of power. Got to make it over the top with the front group. And you can see there, it lights up orange. 660 watts, 700 watts on the steep bit. This feels, I watched the recon of the session 1. This feels faster. I didn't see the recon I was watching, they were at 400, 500 watts, certainly not 700. But you can see to get over that first selection point, I needed to be at 600-700 watts, and round the bend. And when you get to about here, you're safe. You're safe unless anyone keeps pushing. So now it's about recovery. You can see I'm not putting out any power at certain points and just letting momentum carry me through. This is a good spot. If you do get in a bit of trouble, it's always good to push early. Use this as a bit of a roller coaster and slingshot your way through. Put the power down early and you kind of get a bit of momentum coming back over this bump. But there's no need here. And you can see we've got a selection here, maybe 25, 30 riders in it. Some A's, and again we've got some really strong B's in here. Clive Jordan's in here, Adam's in here, Adam Dawson, and really good riders. This is the first season I'm riding this in A, and they were tough competition last year when I was in B. Oh, Nicholson as well, another very good rider. in the bees. And skip forward again. You can see from the power charts we mostly did lap 2 or the beginning of lap 2. There was a bit of a push in the middle of it, but yeah, mostly did lap 2 in zone 2. So that was useful. Happy with that. And we're approaching leg snapper number 2. So same again. Still feeling okay. Going from slightly behind. There's a good gauge. If you use that 30 mile an hour or 30 kph sign, that's always a good place to start pushing from. And the main thing to do here is once you've launched, you've got to keep going. And as with any climb like this, it's about building power. So you've got to try and build your power and hold it to the top, because otherwise riders will fatigue. Their power will ease off towards the top, and then you can come through the back. And you can see here, I've eased off a little bit, but gone through the back, and I carry the momentum over the top. Leg snapper number 2, sorted. And then just bring us to the hairpin, or going through the banner. Just riding alongside this river where the road turns right and you come back alongside it. And things are getting a bit spicy. Yeah, everybody's trying to get recovery. We've got 2 or 3 riders who've made a move off the front. I'm a bit far back. I'm dangling maybe too far back, but I can see some strong riders near me. So I'm just trying to draft this as efficiently as possible. A few punches here and there. Yeah, my legs, this is hurting. And you can see on the chart, I've had to put in 1, 2, maybe 4 digs there. And I'm still not quite in the safety of the group. But, if you're reading momentum, if I look further ahead at me, I can see the momentum is slowing down at the front. And skip forward a bit here, because it's a bit of an interesting moment in the race. Loritz clearly wants to get some airtime on my channel. So, hi Loritz. He's made a move off the front, coming through everybody there. And he's put a big gap in. Now, no one's chasing this right now. Telfer's moving forward. He's got a lot of raw power. He's a very strong rider. But nobody is looking like they want to chase this down, which is good for me, because I just don't have the legs right now. 2 leg snappers done, got a 3rd and a 4th to do. And the pack is just at this moment now starting to respond and chase. So we'll watch this bit back. This causes quite a bit of pain for me. I'm sure it does for the other riders too. You look at it, if you see the mini map, it's getting stretched out. I'm using the course gradient. It's -2 here, so I'm just easing off a little bit. Back on the power, on the +2. Again, just reading what's going on around me. I'm not strong enough to chase this. If back in category B, I might have put in some work here and helped chase. But here it's about conservation of energy. I'm not strong enough to chase this, so I just need to stay connected. And again, the mini-map is starting to kind of, you can see the pearls of red stretching out. A right turn through the roundabout, get a slight downhill here. The riders in front are going to hit that bump before me, so I know that's going to slow them down, but I'm in a bit of a dangerous position here. I think recalling this moment, I even considered just letting this go at one point. I think I jumped out the saddle. Tried to hold 400 watts back there. Yeah, if this, there we go. There's a bit of there's a bit of separation now. You can see on the map the reds, category A is separated. They've split. I'm at 400 watts. I'm under 500 watts, 600 watts. Really undecided now whether I follow this, but fortunately for me, that 600 watt push gave me a bit of momentum down into this -1, and then the attack at the front ran out of steam. I was very lucky here to stay in the group. I think if the push had lasted a bit longer, that would have been my time. And we're approaching leg snapper number 3. And there's quite a few spiky, looking back, there's quite a few spiky red moments in that chart. So my legs aren't thanking me for that. If I can get up the 3rd one, I'm feeling good about this. If I can get up 3, I should be able to get up 4. So hold back the power a little bit here. Realise maybe that's not the right thing to have done. So I'm back on it. And let's see how long I can hold 600 watts. Now, remember, I tried to build power towards the end. And just grab some wheels towards the arch, ready for that right-hand turn. So I'm still at 600, mid-600s. Pushing everything I've got. Now I've got around, we've just dropped off a few Bs there. And my legs are absolutely screaming at me. They are burning. Managed to keep my heart rate in check, which is good. My heart rate hasn't spiked up there to max, but my legs are absolutely screaming. We've only skipped forward a little bit here. We just finished the downhill. Had to punch a little bit, but look at that mini map. Somebody at the front has decided now is the time to put some hurt into everybody. I'm trying to recover and see orange numbers ahead of me, and that gap's dangerous. So I've got to go up to 500, 600 watts just to close that gap. It's looking dicey here. That 600 watt move wasn't enough. I'm falling off again. So this is where the wheels are starting to come off. I'm surging at 600 watts, 500 watts, just to maintain my position at the back. This is not good. As I say, wheels are falling off right now. I'm trying to get as much recovery as I can on that downhill. Marco's in front of me. There's Adam. Someone must still be pushing at the front because this pace is high. I can see on the mini map and I can just see the momentum isn't slowing down. I try almost 400 watts there. I'm at 5 watts a kilo. last effort. The group is right there, and you know what? My mind says no. I decided I'd had enough. The pain was too much. Legs snapped. I give them a ride on, and I let them cycle off into the distance. And it's moments like that you look back on. These are those moments in Zwift where you watch these back, or you think about it again, and you go over and over and over it, and think, you know, why did I let that happen? But at the time, it was just so painful, and I just wanted that pain to stop. So down to 150 watts, down to sort of recovery pace. I can see Stephen Haycock and a group is 19 seconds behind. So I'm just going to let that group catch up, and I'm going to work with that group and limp home to the finish. Or at least that was the plan. So the group behind, you know, Clive Jordan and Stephen Haycock, that they've caught me. They're riding. We're riding sort of reasonably okay, but I think they might be trying to drop me. I'm not sure. It's still painful, so it's a bit choppy. I've taken off I took off the power profile, so that's gone, and that's because I needed to see how far they were behind me, just so I could latch back on as they caught up and went past me. You definitely don't want to be gapped by a group that's going faster than you when you're waiting for them, so I needed to see the distance behind. And I've forgotten to put that power chart back on. We're just coming up to the fourth leg snapper. Across the cobbles. And there's a group of... in group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a group of 5 of us. And what's this? There we go. I think Haycock... I'd messaged Haycock to just say, apologies, I haven't put much work in on the run up to here. I was still recovering. And Stephen was pretty cool with that. But I think he does want to beat me here. So he's put in an attack. He's gapped me. I don't have the energy levels right now to chase that. But I do know, using the course profile, this is leg snapper number 4. I'm going to give it everything up the leg snapper to try and get back on. I can also see Marco Rufa has, unfortunately for him, he's dropped off that pack, the front pack. So if you look up the road, there are 2 reds ahead of me. And mine, I have to get on their wheel by the time we get to the top of this leg snapper. That is without question the goal for the next kind of 60 seconds. So I'm giving it everything here, treating it like the race finish. 8 watts a kilo. So keep an eye on that mini map. I've got to get on their wheel by the arch. If I don't get on their wheel by the arch and they group up in a 2, it's going to be over for me. And do I do it? Can I get there? Bit of a coast there and a push. And yes, the three of us are together for the final 3.5 kilometers. So we'll just watch this play out. What I'm expecting now is maybe sort of a zone 2, zone 3 push and then a sprint finish. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. But, Haycock, he's brilliant there. Used some momentum to gap me again. So I had to push to get back on. Marco's momentum has now taken him through. Both of them at 4.5 or 4 watts a kilo. I'm having to go up to 5. Marco's at 6 there. I don't think anyone wants to make this easy. I'm being very careful. I don't want to take the wind. but at the same time, I don't want either Stephen or Marco to make a move and jump. So it's all a bit choppy. It's all a bit choppy. Then 6 watts from Stephen there. Marco responds. Marco responds with 7. I respond with 7. We're coming into the final 1.5 kilometers. And with 1.2 kilometers to go, Stephen Haycock makes that move, 7 watts a kilo. Marco responds with orange numbers. This is a long way out. We've got 1 kilometer to go. I'm just holding. I'm out of the saddle. 73 RPM. I'm just holding that power. I'm not going to sprint yet. I'm not going to launch a sprint. Slowed down a little bit. Couldn't go the full way. So I'm glad I didn't put out the sprint there. It's getting tense. Trying to conserve a little bit of energy. And just waiting for somebody to jump. Who's going to jump first? And there goes, 11 watts a kilo, orange numbers. Gapped me there. I respond, and now we've got the sprint finish. Both putting out orange numbers, and it's almost a photo finish. And there you have it. 4 leg snappers. Made it up 3 of them. And about, I don't know, 10 kilometers before the end, my legs were well and truly snapped. I ended the pain. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. It looks so easy when you watch it back on the video, but at the time I just wanted to stop. We made that thanks to Stephen Haycock for making that a very exciting, or making it a very challenging finish. And thanks for watching. That was ECRO Grand Tour Stage 4.